So the Munter hitch is a really nice belay technique. It's a nice backup in case you drop your belay device, because all you need is a carabiner. And the way that we set up a Munter, the first thing to think about is we want our brake strand, which is going to be this side, to come over the spine of the carabiner. And the way that I like to ensure that that happens is I like to tie it in a particular way. There's a lot of different ways to tie a Munter, but the way I do it is I take my brake strand, I lay it over the spine, push the rope in through the gate, and then I pick up a bight of rope from, this is the climber's side, and I rotate it toward the gate. And you do that one turn and push that through the gate, and that's it right there. So just do that one more time really quickly. Rotate it toward the gate, push it through, and that's it. So for the Munter, the brake position is actually toward the climber's side of the rope. So the smaller the angle is here, the higher the friction. But even when we come out to a very large angle, there's still quite a bit of friction in the system. So the Munter will hold a fall, even if you're at potentially fully out of the brake position. But it's going to be easier and much safer to hold the fall if you're parallel. So because of that, the slip, slap, slide belay technique is actually really convenient, because our hands actually, we're staying in the brake position the entire time. So if I'm bringing in slack, I'm not coming out of brake right now. At any moment here, without doing anything, I could catch a fall. So we do slip, slap, slide to take in slack. To take out slack, you just kind of pull with your feeling hand and let the rope just sort of glide through our brake hand. So that's how we belay with the Munter. Now, it's a little uncommon, unless you have a problem and you drop your belay device, to belay off the harness with a Munter. The much more common use of a Munter is actually to belay off of an anchor. If you're belaying from above, so let's say that I have a climber who's going to be coming up the pitch below from this direction, and they're going to be coming up to this anchor that I'm tied into, and I want to belay off the anchor. So the way we belay off the anchor with a Munter is we take our carabiner, put it through, in this case, 2 or 3 of the strands of this quad-alette anchor, and then we take our climber's strand, which is, here, and we say, this is the brake strand, and we tie it just like we tied it on the harness. So brake strand comes over the spine, pick up a bight from the climber's side, twist it around, push it in there, and now we have our Munter mounted on the anchor. And what's nice about this is that I can actually stand away from the anchor. If I need to look over the cliff and watch the climber, I can back up from the anchor, and the load of the fall will go directly onto the anchor. It won't yank me down. So if I'm in a precarious position, I'm not going to get thrown to the ground or off an edge or anything. And then we manage it just like we did before. So this is my brake strand parallel to climber strand. That's the brake position. So I can bring in slack like this if I'm bringing my climber up. So it's kind of a reverse slip, slap, slide. And then to feed slack out, same thing, just pull with a feeling hand and keep the brake hand in the brake position. Now, one thing to note is that when you change direction, don't know if you can see that, but the knot flips around, and that can be kind of disconcerting, but everything's perfectly fine. The knot always kind of manages itself. It won't get screwed up.